Namaste.
Namaste, namaste. Good to connect. Questions there. And now, I've actually got a friend here who plays on Roots Yard as well.
Okay.
I live in a small village up north, in the north of the UK, Cumbria, the Lake District. I don't know if you've heard of it, but that's where I live. And I've got a friend in the village who's actually been a long-time DJ since 1979. But I wanted to check with you first. It's here. He plays on Roots Yard every other Saturday. So he's actually another Roots Yard radio crew.
Beautiful.
And he's been into reggae a long time, so he's came round. He's sitting on the sofa.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm just back up. I mean, can you see it?
Salute. Yes, I can. I can. Salute. Salute.
So, just in case I can't think of anything to say, that might be able to help me.
Okay, I love it. Empress, can I ask you, because when I hear your accent, I'm sorry to sound, prejudicial, but it sounded like there was another history before London, and you said no, always, England, you said always Northern. But Northern, you guys would be near Ireland. Is that correct?
Well, I have lived in London for 14 years. I'll take my glasses off.
Okay.
I don't know. I can see better with my glasses on.
Okay. Yeah, same here. I have the sunglasses, but I need the seeing glasses. I'm a little dizzy. I told you, new studio. This is the first time I have contacts. I'm so excited. I should have my little headphones, but we're coming together. In fact, I don't want to leave everybody. I got Tic Tac on there now. Hi, guys. Digna, John, I am here live, and this is Sista Ananda Yogi. Yes, I love the name. She'll explain. Namaste to everybody. And we are linked up here, Miami or Coral Springs, Florida, South Florida, to Northern UK. Yeah, I have to make a visit soon. I have not been. I've had people telling me for the longest time, I need to come to London, and I don't know. But I'm gonna definitely put it on my list. You guys are gonna telling me for the longest time, I need to come to London, and I don't know. But I'm gonna definitely put it on my list. You guys are gonna touch with my label, and now I'm kind of shifting gears, just being creative. And I think I told you, just put this EP out. I feel the two worlds are colliding for me. In some ways, I feel like I had a baby, and I just need to rest after this EP drop. But like the Western brain is telling me, no, you need to be promoting, you need to be selling, you need to be, and it's tough. It's tough even as a, born Rasta, self-proclaimed Rasta for a long time. I still definitely have some of that struggle with, it's one thing to keep peace when you're by yourself floating in the pool or getting your nails done. It's another thing when you have to pay the rent, or you have to move, or you have to do things that are Western, and it's quite tough. That's kind of what I've been praying, to start today, because I told you I kind of took off this month, and I want to hear more about you as well. So I want to thank Rankin Boy, right, for bringing us together. And you look so clear and clean. And yes, I am live on. I don't know if there's a way to send you the link yet, but I am live, everybody, y'all, on TikTok right now. I'm live with this beautiful Empress on WhatsApp.
I should go live on there.
Yeah.
Should I go live on TikTok?
If you can, I guess same time. I don't know if you have another phone or the computer. Why not? So I am one phone. It
would have to be. We'd probably lose the connection.
Oh, I don't want to lose the video. So I'm just going to make sure the video looks pretty good on Instagram. So I'll download it, once it's saved and stuff, I'll download it and, take some clips and things and try to share it out. Yeah. So
yeah, it'd be good to share it.
I did send them a little notice. Mario, big up. Buell, big up. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, you're tuned in with Marilana at Ross Dumpling. We're linking up with North London. Lando, big up. Robin. Yeah, man, share out the live, y'all. This is massive. We're talking about Roots and Culture EP, talking about reggae music, and the Empress works with. It's Roots Yard? Roots Yard, okay.
Roots Yard Radio. rootsyadradio.mixer.com.
Okay.
And I'll be playing tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. I will advertise it on TikTok. and I'm going to be playing your new Roots and Culture EP.
Thank you.
Yes, I've listened to it today, and yeah, I love it. I love the lyrics.
Thank you.
From the heart. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm proud. As I said, I want to celebrate it, but I'm kind of just resonating and enjoying listening to it right now, to be honest. To fans, I'm waiting for the fans. Anything they tell me, but I feel, I kind of need to rest up right now. Rest up,
Yes.
The new digs.
Listen to your body.
I want to show you a little bit.
Listen to your body.
Yes, exactly. I did have an accident this year. We did try to do this, the studio. But yeah, everything is like coming together. We just finished. My son is upstairs putting together some stools. We have nice countertops. Oh gosh. You see that? I knew I shouldn't have messed with it. Sorry, Empress. I'm coming to save you. Sorry, TikTok. Yeah, it's well, I tried to go live. I had an interview last week, DJ Uplife in St. Anne, and he was dealing with some new technology. I was just moving in. I had to go in the car, so my stuff is kind of all over the place. Yeah, we weren't able to link up. Well, we did, but I just did it in the car. So this is the first official time in the studio. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I can't wait. I try to voice.
All line up together.
I try to voice.
Because I've got my decks here, my mixer. It's all on the table, and I've got my guitar and my keyboard and my melodica through in the other room. What I need to do is put it all together and get it all set up.
Same thing. Yeah, I can't wait to tune in. I did join the station, so I followed. I had to give them. I did that today, and I was trying to catch up. So I'm very interested. Yeah, so are they're a channel out of Jamaica?
No, it's London based.
Okay.
It's run by Ras Caleb. He used to MC for Channel 1 Sound System.
I definitely know that name. Salute Ras Caleb.
So, well, he runs the station, and it's about keeping it brightness conscious, strictly, Jah. It's a very Jah believing station, and roots music. So Ras Caleb runs the station, and they have a show on every day. But I just do every other Friday. And my friend here, CJ, is a DJ. He DJs on there every other Saturday.
Okay.
But Ras Caleb's on the Big Roots Wednesday on a Wednesday, and Jah Tony's on a Sunday, and he's got billions of roots music. He's the professor in roots music.
I love it.
And Gregory Fabulous, he used to MC with I can't remember who it was. I think it was Burn and Spear.
Okay.
So he's now DJ on there. So yeah.
Nice.
We share, and roots music, singers, producers, artists. It's about sharing and connecting spiritually.
Love it.
Consciously.
Love it.
Through the roots music.
I love just the roots. I was just in Trinidad, Empress. I don't know. Have you been there?
I've not been there. No, I'd love to go.
So
I need to do a bit of traveling.
I did a lot of music in Jamaica, but kind of after I feel like Jamaica passed the reggae baton away. When I first started going to Jamaica in the 90s, dancehall was big, but there was still very strong reggae culture. I'm not saying it's not there, but once I decided to come into the music, I couldn't find it. I don't know if doors were closing. It became so dancehall, so hip hop, and that's great. Every genre. But if you're on a spiritual journey, there is no other. We said it yesterday. Jazz music. So I was kind of dabbling, around, and I enjoy all the other genres. But like I said, the EP, I think sometimes I give myself a hard time. But Trinidad still had that. Trinidad, I went to clubs that were exclusive roots culture, grown people, a club filled, but all grown roots culture, all just roots culture music. And I, just salute to those that are, you know, really keeping it pure. Yeah, there's something to be said for, you know, the purity of music. When I said clean way, sometimes some people got kind of offended, and it really was just a natural course of things from Jah. It wasn't something I said, you know. It really is. My best songs, my richest songs are, you know, strictly from Jah, and I'm just, you know, the vessel, just the messenger. But it's really nice, especially in these perilous times, you know, to find more. So salute. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you, you know, for linking up with me today, and to Ronkin Boy and the whole, you know, Royal Roots for establishing that connection. I'm still trying to get a better shot on TikTok, so when we have the video, you know, it's very hard with these rings not to get the, you know, another phone. I did it yesterday. I was trying to take pictures of my son. We have some new gear, and he same thing. I took some great shots, but the shadow, I couldn't get myself out of the shadow. You know, I'm not a photographer. I'm learning. Great shots, but you know, there was too much shadow. So I'm trying to do the same thing now. I see us clearly, but I'm not so. This the camera. I don't know how to get the camera out. But anyway, I don't want to distract us. I'm sorry. We'll keep going.
Okay. So I do singing as well. On my DJ set, on some of the versions, I'll do some lyrics. So singing, yes. Singing is pure healing, and I always do a prayer before my DJ set to ask Jah to guide me, to help me sing, to help me play the melodica, because I do a little bit of melodica. And
that's important.
When you're in that singing and you're singing Jah music, there's a deep spiritual healing. That's and I'm sure you feel that when you're singing about Jah, because we're praising the Almighty.
Joyful noise unto the Lord.
Yes. And he says that, and it says in the Bible, sing and rejoice.
Yes.
So he says that. So I think that's, you know, a good connection between us, because we feel that with, you know, as spirits and singing. Yeah.
I want to get you out more yesterday. I know you said you sing on the show, but you haven't really put anything out. Have you performed? Do you perform live as well? Besides the, I don't want to say besides the DJing, because in Jamaica it's all the same. When they say DJing, it is. It's not so much running the music, but it is speaking over the music, communicating, you know, with the people. So you said no, not yet, right? You don't have anything.
I haven't played out live yet. No. I did a little bit of DJing in my 90s. I lived in London in the 90s, and for 14 years I lived in London. I was a big into the music, and I did a little bit of DJing then, but not live. I've always, you know, I did.
You're doing some soon, but you know, Sally's.
Oh yeah, I've got a DJ. I've got a set coming up in Norwich. I've got my first live.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, you have to do more. You have to do more.
Yeah, you know, because Jah will guide.
Yes.
He will bring. He sees what we're doing. Yeah, and I believe that no matter what comes, He will bring the right thing at the right time. And he will promote you basically, and guide you, protect you.
Yes.
And
we have a beautiful rhythm. We have a beautiful rhythm I want to share. After the show, we'll do it, you know, off. But it's it's called New Focused Rhythm. I don't even know really what genre it is, but it's just a really beautiful rhythm. We just opened up kind of like a contest on the rhythm. I have a little bit of meds, but I haven't worked it out yet. And I think it's something that just might, you know, bring you out. Maybe a collab, I don't know, but you know, let's just throw it out there. Yeah, the New Focus Rhythm, and I'll definitely get it to you after the show.
Yeah, CJ is saying, send it over.
Yes.
Yeah. Not right now, just when you're...
I was gonna see if I had it in a session. Yeah, I'm always ready to work, right, you know, always ready to work. But I'm committed this month. I said, no, you have to just take it easy. Don't worry about, just keep getting it out there, you know, just keep getting out there for the fans. Just, you know, keep thanking everybody for joining in and watching. Yes, everybody on TikTok always live. You know, Maria, my best friend right now, my family. She's family. She's a young girl in high school, and we're family like a couple of times. And then she's my biggest hero. She's gone through some health struggles, and she's always there for me. She's there right now, and she'll sometimes call me out of the blue and just say, "Whatever you're doing, it's okay. Just stay with it. You know, I know you're scared." And she's only like 16 years old, but she's really like my hero. It's so nice, and I see her on the line. Love you, Maria. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Yeah.
Yeah, blessing to have that in your life.
Yeah. Some of my fans are the
So
like.
Mariana,
Yes.
Marilana, is that how you Marilana?
I say Marilena because it's
Marilena.
my full name is Mary Ann Elena. But Elena was like my confirmation chosen name. So to be honest, I don't really get so
Marilena.
upset. Yeah, I think it's kind of fun if somebody messes up your name, or they spell the dumpling with the G without the G. Yeah, as long as you know who you're talking about, I'm not so much into that. And what I do, what I'm happy is that you really can't go wrong finding me on social media because there's nobody else. There's a Marilina from Poland, a singer.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's no Ross Dumpling. There's nothing even close to a Ross Dumpling. I think I told you it would be official head dumpling. So yeah, I say Marilena, but Jamaica they say Marlena, Marilena, Marilana. I like Marilana also because it rhymes with marijuana. So, but officially it's Marilena, Marilena. Yeah, it would be like that kind of you know, Latin Italian sounding name. But as I say, as long as you know it's me and you know the music of Ja, we're good.
Cheers. I'm drinking ginger and lemon water.
Just straight rainwater, still rainwater. This is delicious, just cold rainwater in a can.
Nice. So, Marilena, it's beautiful to meet you. And
You as well.
who was your musical influence? Who kind of got you into the reggae music?
Oh man, so I don't think anybody can like get you into reggae music. I think I just was born with a spiritual calling for sure. My dad yesterday was on the phone and he's like toot toot, beep beep. So he was playing like Joe Cuba, you know, in the 1960s when I was born. There was instruments around. I was very engaged in Latin through my dad, but my family was just very musical. Instruments were around. But I really, really believe it just was my own spiritual calling. Like it just was always there for me to touch an instrument. And every time I did, there was like, you know, fire and brimstone. Yeah, there was a fight and there was from a little girl, you know. So I kind of knew in my mind, like, it's for the devil, you know. It's, like I knew about selling your soul because I saw, like, there was always a dichotomy. And this is why music is so important to me now, because I want to break those spells of those dichotomies, you know, and let people know that all of life is the ebbs and flows. And sometimes your ebb can be years, and then your flow could be an instant. And that's okay, you know, that's really okay. So just being okay with who you are in the presence of the spirit. I was very sick as a little girl. And then just little by little, but on a powerful spiritual path. I went to Jamaica in 1996. I had studied to become a school teacher. I just gotten all my degrees. And I had a Jamaican friend for years that just used to come to the hair salons and talk to me and try to get me to buy his clothing and things. And he was so interested when I was becoming a teacher. He was like just so excited that I was making the move from a hairstylist to being an educator. And he said, when you finish, I want to take you to Jamaica. And of course, well, not of course, but just by the grace of God, the first person whose home he took me to stay at in Kingston, Jamaica was Neville Garrick. Lord rest his soul. And Neville Garrick was Bob Marley's best friend. Neville Garrick actually just passed away last November. And Neville Garrick, I get chills again. I got chills when I spoke to you yesterday too, so I know this was, you're meant to hear this story and this path. Neville Garrick, yeah, passed last November. I didn't know he was sick with COVID. I was reaching out again. I was sharing the music and letting him know, like, look what I'm doing, look at the path.
Yeah.
He also, his book, Ethiopian Faces and Places, like, solidified for me that I was a Rasta. I wasn't just attracted to Rasta. It wasn't something I was trying to be. It was something that I was born to be. And then sadly last November was the craziest thing. I was called by a local friend in Pompano, South Florida, to perform what do you call it? Like cover tunes. They knew I don't really do covers and I'm an original artist, but I know and love Bob. So he's like, listen, you just need like 8 to a dozen songs. I said, can they all be Bob Marley? And then I also love, what's her name again? Oh gosh. My brain. No. Dawn. Yeah, Dawn something. No. Dawn Penn. You don't love me. Yes, I know now.
Yeah.
'Cause you left me, baby. So that was a song that like just stood out, like dance hall in the 80s, 90s in New York. So like the music was always there. I was always into the current music, so it was always there. But it was really, and then I had Israeli friends also. And that's when I started listening to more Bob, They Love Bob, and the consciousness of Bob and Rastafari. But I still really didn't have a clue to the connections. And then Neville, playing the music and playing the original Tough Gong. Still very spiritual, but not there until I decided to come out in the music. And then I started to see the connections and realize, like, no, this is my journey, and this is my torch. So the day that I was called to perform and said, can I do Bob, and did like 12 Bob Marley songs, was the day that Neville Garrick passed. And that was also just such a like what? Nobody's called me again to do cover tunes, so I got to share that whole story and the experience of going to Neville's home, his little apartment that Bob had been to right near the Maypen Cemetery. I think it's like near Stadium. It was a very dangerous place still. They actually locked me up in the home. They locked me up to go fix the car. Not in a bad way, but it was kind of bizarre to come visit people, and they wanted to go get some car parts in the Jeep, and they left me home for about 2 hours. And they took the keys and left the lock and was like, for yourself, like, no. But, they came back quick, and I realized. But like, as I said, when I started into the music, they said it was a dangerous area, and they wanted to make sure I was okay. I got that, but I was also kind of thinking, like, oh my gosh, if it's a fire or something, like, that was definitely a little scary. So I didn't catch on to the spiritual until I said, no, this is my journey, and started making a conscious decision to do the music, and knowing that reggae and roots is my ultimate goal, but I want to play around. I also know the power of it, and I knew if I just jumped into reggae, maybe they really would have, fought me and tore me up. Where I didn't know. I didn't know which place you'd be more welcome. But they even mentioned it this weekend in an interview that I had with DJ Dalla of Life World Music, right from St. Anne, and he felt that there's more corruption even in reggae. So these places that are doing, I didn't want to admit it. I kind of thought it was Jamaica, and then I went to Trinidad. And like I said, they had the lane of music, but I also had some doors kind of open, but they opened like with caveats as a female, and they weren't like that to the males. Absolutely, I just left a project in Trinidad. I sent the guy a message from one of my Jamaicans telling him suck his mother. He said, oh, you're so disrespectful. And I said, but you sent us an email after you had me pay to get on this project. You guided my vocals, and then we just said that the production sounded very compressed. The vocals sounded very compressed. he went into a whole diatribe about how I couldn't sing and I was off key, but he couldn't take hearing one, bumbleclot. I'm like, no, man. I said, you think you could say anything to me as the queen of Cleanway, as a singer, when you guided me and directed me and we paid and you had my full energy? That's the thing I really get angry at, is you had my full, beautiful, open, pure energy and you just ruined it and stomped on that. I'm not even going to mention their name, but I just told him, he owes us the money. We don't want to put out any project with you, and I'll recreate the rhythm, for my own self. It's a beautiful song that I did called Tonight. But I said, you want it? You're proud that you're putting out, when you're just broadcasting 7 men on a rhythm and you're calling it love and unity, like, where's the females? How can you have love and unity without the feminine energy, and then they get mad at me and they cuss me out, and then you can't take a bumbleclod from one of my male artists who was like, no, you're not going to say that's a Ross Dumpling. You're not going to take her money and then disrespect her. You don't need to do that. She just said the vocal was too compressed. We didn't like the sound of the vocal. She has the right to say what she wants about her vocal, but yeah, so.
Well,
I hope that changes a little bit, but yeah, I don't know how you feel, and I hope I hope to welcome you to the reggae, but I think it is a little tough for females. It's tough for, certain complexions.
Yes, I've noticed that already.
And that's not Rastafari. That's not Rastafari.
Especially the female, but I feel really comfortable. I feel really welcome. I feel really respected in Roots Yard Radio.
That's nice. Salute to them. That is beautiful.
We praise them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Find everybody there. They're just lovely. Ras Caleb's humble man, and Jati and all the others. Jati and Ras Caleb, Mimi run the station, and Gregory Fabulous, Daddy Dread, CJ who's here, and being one, and they're all beautiful, and and I feel really welcome there, respected, and that makes a big difference.
It does.
Because obviously, if you're in the right vibration, you're going to play better, you're going to sing better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But because when you're in the spirit of Jah, you pick up on vibrations, and if that vibration isn't quite right, you've got to override it. It's open. Say, I'm not going to let you.
It's one thing if you're an artist, maybe, but when you're collabing with others, like as a DJ,
in a love and respectful vibration, it's best for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Exactly.
Because we lift each other. We're lifting each other up. That's what it's about. No competition, no jealousy, no trying to be better than the other. It's all about love, and I love
one love.
Your which one was it? The Evolution.
Yes.
That's a beautiful song. Yeah.
On the drill vibration. Yeah.
Love, yes.
I got a fight on that, of course, by some of my Rasta brethren who said, you're not supposed to mess with those other vibrations, and I was like, no, it needs to be. I feel every vibration. Just because I'm a Rasta female doesn't mean I don't feel, or I don't get anxious, or I do. Of course we do.
Of course, that's your
we are of the flesh. We are a spiritual being, but we are of the flesh, and that's the weakness and the strength. That's the devil's